It's like the most exciting thing you ever do. We got a dual train, one going that way, one going that way, with double deckers. Yeah, not often you get stopped at a railroad crossing with a train going each way, or at least not in my experience. So, wonder if their one's about to end, but the other one end at the same time. That'd be kind of cool. Huh? Not quite. But anyway, alright, y'all. We'll see you on the flip. Actually, at the beginning of this video. Okay, well, I guess I take the messier route just to keep it interesting for y'all. But we decided to stop and park right beyond that puddle, and here we go. So stick around, we have a lot to go over in this video, including the giveaway winner. Will be mentioned sometime throughout this video. We did the random comment generator, and it did give us an answer. And we'll be placing that in this video, along with the type of ground that we're on here, south of Quartzsite, and that I just appreciate all my subscribers and people that have been following me along this journey. It's been a good one, and I also appreciate everyone with their comments in the last video, but we'll talk more about that after we get to Detector. We brought the Garrett Action with us today, and we have a location we're trying to get to, and hopefully we can get on some gold. Well, the first target ended up being a little bit of trash, and I thought I had it recording, but I didn't. But we found another target over here, which is interesting to me, and we're going to go ahead and dig it up together once I figure out where it actually was again. Let's see. That's another target. That's another target. This was the other one actually right in front of you. So we want to dig this one and this one. And we'll see what we get. It's showing up like it's going to be lead. I'm going to probably stop saying gold anymore at this rate and just say it's like it's lead. But that's probably not the spirit. So, yeah, no, it could be lead or gold, or iron even, because it has been flickering back between the two. But okay. So yeah, guys, we're here. I also tried to tell you guys we're at Paleozoic. And then sedimentary, as well as early Miocene sedimentary rocks. And there's quartzite, dullite, dolostone, porphyry, granodiorite, diorite, feldspars here. And we're at a contact zone where 3 different geological features meet. So we're in between the 2 oldest ones where from what I gathered, 2 to 3 million ounces have been pulled out here. So hopefully with the research that we've done prior to coming, we're next to this big root ball. Maybe it'll land us in a little bit better opportunity. I've been liking the material that's coming out. So we got a piece here and something's still going. Still going up there. So one of the things that's going off is out. One of the things is still up there. We also brought the Garrett Axiom because we know people are still in the process of trying to make a decision on whether or not to buy that machine. It's hard for me to bring it out when I haven't actually found gold though yet with like the gold monster, because there's so many shallow targets that it's like, why would I want to dig deeper ones unless I know that I have to go deeper for the gold? When I can just dig all these shallow targets first. So if the shallow target would produce, you know, a piece of gold, then I would be more inclined to get out the deeper guns. But first, I think it's smart to try to maybe locate the gold. And what do we get here? A bullet casing. And then get out the bigger detector. It's like, why would I'm already, you know, it's just about being efficient. If you're gonna dig shower trash, why would you go to switch to deeper trash? But there is a lot of there's a lot of stuff right here in this root ball area, but that's just part of the shell casing. So let's see, we might have another piece of it. We have another piece of something. And yeah, why would you dig deeper holes when ultimately you need to get on the gold first? And that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I think just getting on gold is probably most important, and then figure out the bigger one. You know. But let me know. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. What is in this scoop? It is screaming. Gotta be a wire. Okay, piece of lead. I was gonna say that's a nice looking flake though. Alright. There's another one. I mean, they were two very distinctly different pieces of material. So maybe this is just a spot where the heavies are dropping out. What I'm trying to say was I don't believe that was the same bullet. And there's another one in my scoop. Well, another something. It was just in my scoop. Oh crap. Looked like another piece of lead, I think. It just dropped over there. Found a can there. I mean, how long do you guys dig? There are guys that'll sit there and dig until every target is found. Are you one of them guys, or do you move on? Or is it dependent on the ground? You know, is it like, if you know you're in a gold producing area, yeah, I'd keep digging, but like, we found 3 pieces of lead. definitely seems like there's a lot of lead here. Lead or copper, you know, non-ferrous material. What in the world? Just so much crap. Another bullet fragment. At least every scoop seems to have something in it. Okay, I literally sat that on my something right under it. Got another one. Staying in the scoop. Another hunk of lead. Well, I'm gonna keep on walking to higher ground and just see what's a little bit further up the wash. You know, we have to pass this hole to come back if we want to keep working on it, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is a heavies. You know, it's hard to really tell. Well, I guess it's pretty evident that's a rock bar that's being built. But let's just see. We have a thing like that, which got bullet holes all through it. So people have been shooting right in here. What about this little rock pile? Yeah. Well, we're gonna just keep walking for a little bit and see if we can't find somewhere else to look. I do know I'm close to a firing range, but I didn't expect to be this many bullets in one hole. Maybe it is a trap. I mean, as far as like, maybe that is the low spot. So, yeah, let's just. I mean, it's going further down. Maybe we'll go one more. This deep, guys. This deep. We may have moved it. I mean, the gold that has been found here, it has been on bedrock, so. Okay, well, let's hear it. Man, it's almost like one bullet hit another bullet. It's a, you know, big old slug. There's more in there, but we're up to like 5-6 pieces because we lost one over there. 6 different pieces. Put them in our pocket. Alrighty guys, we're gonna move along. And we're finding a bunch of holes here, and from the research tells you that the gold was about 3 to 6 meters deep, and starting to see where they were testing. We got a lot of holes, and then some really interesting rocks, a lot of quartzite. We're in the second layer, and then you got this, which you can tell people have been testing. You know, in the right districts, like the Red Chispa mine out in Randsburg is good. It's got this kind of red, coffee groundish like material. And yeah guys, we got a real deep red up in there. So we're starting to find evidence of gold, you know, plastering. But how far do we go? We're gonna go a little further and keep seeing what we see. And there's an old mine. It looks like it's been filled in. Just with some cut-offs, and that's probably to stop people from. There's probably still gold left in that one right there. I mean, there's plasters all through here. Plaster. So yeah, looks like there's some hand stackings going on over here. Right there, what'd you say? And there's plaster all the way up through. People stacked rocks right around this boulder. Some stackings. Okay, well, it's 80 degrees today out here in the desert. I think we found a place to swing a little and see what kind of noises we get. There's a pile dug up underneath that tree. So people were mining here. Stop, take a break. Find me a swig of Powerade. That's my Jeff Smith move. He's famous for drinking his water on the camera. Should probably get a little gulp in there for you. That was so fake. Alright guys, I'm gonna swing here in a moment. Alright, so we started swinging, and our first target's actually in this hole next to this massive rock. Look at the striations in here. And then this one in particular, there's so much great color in that rock. I don't think you can really pick it up on the camera. And this one, it looks like it actually, like there's the real reddish gray material on that, but There's rocks there, rocks piled there, a bunch of rocks piled there. Not sure why, but we got a great target in here. Maybe that's what they were digging on, but we're about to find out. I wish I had a way to really give you guys a perspective of what these rocks look like. Like, they're gorgeous. To me anyway. Like, I'm a big rock hound, I guess. Glad I don't take as many as I like, but I do take quite a few. Okay, wait a minute. There it is. Mostly bouncing on lead or gold. I guess I feel like I have to say or gold to remain optimistic. But let's just start moving material and see what we see. Make sure we throw all these rocks in a pile in case it's that big. That would just be dandy. Dandy. We got some interesting quartz in between there, like a interesting zone right there. Man, I'm gonna need a new camera soon. Really appreciate all you guys on the watch time recently, because I really need that to try to get the rest of this monetization underway. But yeah, we are in Paleozoic layers and things like that. And then the giveaway, guys, we have a winner. So I do apologize for being so late on the giveaway. As far as the winner there, I feel like I should have done a little faster, but just with moving and making some harder decisions in the recent few months, I just wasn't able to get to it until just now. So hopefully when you guys watch this video, we'll be celebrating the winner. And stick around, because I do have a video coming up here in the very near future of me finding my largest piece yet. So it was like $1,000 nugget. So stick around. You want to subscribe for that so you guys don't miss it. And hopefully we can celebrate that one and more to come again in the future. So what in the world is in this hole? Uh-oh. I'll say I don't want to lose it. I think we started moving it, but it is close to where we originally found it, too. So, don't want to jump the gun. Guess it doesn't hurt to start checking the scoops. It smells kind of funky down here. So I can clear the hole is really what I'm trying to do. What are we gonna find? Maybe we didn't move it yet. There's some quartz in this rock too. And this rock alone looks like it's got some good material in it. rocks. Might have been smart to bring my pin cleaner, but we'll see. Hopefully we find a big old sack. Oh shoot! Got it in the scoop! Come on! Wait. Maybe not. That might have been the camera. Okay, it's not in the scoop. That was the camera. Pretty sure. Maybe we did have something in the scoop. Son of a bear, there's still something there, but there may have been something in the scoop. Okay, there's something in the scoop. Bullet. That's not a good sign. Pretty sure that's fossilized bone. It sure looks like a bone, and it's a rock. Huh. Guess we'll take that back. Alright, well something else is in the scoop. Or was just in the scoop. Okay. I found the last guy's hot rocks. And that was my hand. But this one was a slug. So that was just sitting right here. This is probably why the last guy dug this hole. There's two pieces. There's another one. Holy bonkers. Bullets galore. So I mean, I can't completely complain, because when you find that amount of bullets, like, it goes to show you're the only dingus who's dumb enough to go out there and detect. But at the same time, to me, it's like, you know, if you're finding all them lead indicating signals, there's no detector that can distinguish whether or not it's gold or not. So most people are going to dig that kind of stuff, and especially when you get all these holes, you know, every side of you, you're gonna dig that kind of stuff. And I guess there's definitely a lot better detectors than others, but what I was getting at was, you know, you're gonna dig it, so it's like either there's no gold here, or if there is gold here and you're digging stuff like that, you're gonna have to dig that too to get to dig the gold. It'd be great if, you know, even every 5 or 10 or 20 or 30 pieces of lead, you get a piece of gold. But with my odds, I usually am like, let me know in the comments below what you guys' odds are. I'm usually like at least 1 in 100. So 1 out of every 100 targets I dig, I think, is gold. And I do more putting content on YouTube than I do actually finding gold, which is kind of sad to me. It takes more time doing that, but at the same time, like, that's another reason why I do this YouTube channel, is to hopefully share the experience with you guys and take you along a journey. And through this journey, it's a way of giving back to those who might not have the ability to go out here into the gold fields or the lead fields, more or less, and dig their own lead, you know? You know, who wouldn't want to come out here and dig a bunch of bullets all day? It's like the most exciting thing you ever do. No, but in all seriousness, when you do find a nice nugget, like the one that we're going to have in a future video here coming up real soon, that was like the only thing I could describe that feeling to, like, was skydiving. And that was the most adrenaline rush feeling I've ever had in my life, was jumping on a perfectly good working airplane, which makes no logical sense, but then... What do I do? There you go! Wow. Jump! Whoa! Let's go, that's fucking nuts! Finding that 1,000-gram nugget, that was, again, that was like, whew, super big adrenaline rush, super mean dopamine hit. And I'm just waiting to find another one. Right now though, even if I find a tiny one, like, I'll be just as excited to see a small piece of gold, because that, like, indicates to me, like, okay, you're finally on the right track, you know? The amount of land that I go to and come home empty-handed or with no gold is pretty high on the list. So I'm excited to go to a place and come home with a little bit of gold. And it's not that I can't, you know, if I want to go panning or I'm gonna go bust out the dry washer, like, sure, absolutely easier to find gold in most settings, but I'm really more interested in finding gold with the detector, and this is, I guess, part of the territory. So I don't know, you know, what it is with the other guys. I think it's just a matter of having, you know, knowing the right people, showing up on the right ground, and it makes a huge difference. So we're probably gonna go a little bit further to try to get to that last layer, which is gonna be the hardest part of the hike, and see what we can't find there. And yeah, decide what we're gonna do from that point. It's starting to get later in the day, and I got at least about a mile walk back once I get to that point. So I want to get through with that and see where it takes. So there's actually another guy down there with a PI I can hear. He's scraping away and digging. He's got a truck up there. Huh. Interesting. So maybe I'm not in a bad spot. Super loaded with black sand in here. Like gobs and gobs of it. You can tell that guy's got a nice PI, so he must know what he's doing. is on a nice target. Bullet. Dang, man, I don't even know how that happened. So it's in my case, riding in the camper in the truck, but like, just open it up, it's like, what the fuck was my first reaction? I'm gonna have to literally sand that down to make that disappear if I ever decide to sell it. That's wild. So this is just a lesson to be careful with your detectors. Apparently they can be in their case and still somehow be rubbing on something. I mean, that had to be a lot. How in the hell did that happen? Can't have nice things. All right, well, we just passed that other guy with like a GPZ or something. So figured might as well bring out the old axe, because I just swung the GM right over this little washy area and I didn't really get anything. So let's see if the Axiom makes a difference, because that's what he had. Maybe it's a PI ground. I mean, that is one thing I noticed, was like I'm not making it to bedrock, which almost all the gold down here was on bedrock. So since I can't see the bedrock, let's see if maybe this tells me there's something worth digging. And if it's that deep down, maybe it won't be shit or lead. Just try to be realistic with you guys. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or anything. I'm just trying to be real. Like, it sucks just digging lead all the time. So it's like, let's get out the bigger detector so we can dig deeper lead. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully the key is there's only gold deep and only lead shallow. Maybe that'll tell us something. All right. Alright, so we're getting a target there. I didn't check there with the old gold monster, but that sounds fairly weak or fairly deep. So let's see, does the gold monster miss that? I don't even remember where it was. It sure sounds like a target. Well, just goes to show that the Axiom wasn't necessary for that target either, but it's the first target and we get, it's like two little washes converge. It does go lead gold, and I like the way it goes high-low on the axe. So dig it on out. But I think the problem is that I'm not finding bedrock. And that is certainly not good. You need bedrock in this area for gold. Definitely bothers me that detector got banged up like that. I feel a lot better if this is gold. What the hell happened? What the flippity do, guys? Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't know what that is, but it's like, oops, I just broke it off. Must not be important. Just broke off. Well, guys, there was a signal there. Remove a couple of these big rocks. Okay, there's still a signal here. It sounds like a hot rock. No, it doesn't. Please be a gold. Piece of iron. So that sucks. Small piece of iron at that. And got that guy. Drove up there. Pretty wild. He's coming to snoop. See where I'm going. Just want to thank everyone who participated in the gold giveaway, and I just want to congratulate the winner. Hey, I don't know who you are, but congratulations, Decipher Logic. Congrats on the 1,000 subs. That's gold. I went ahead and chose CommentShark.com, put the video in and clicked go, and it seemed to have chose a random one. So I was like, well, I should have tested with another video first, but this is what we did and it worked. So we're going to say Decipher Logic, and we're going to click another one. And if Decipher Logic doesn't get back to us, we're going to say probably like 1 to 2 weeks. We'll say 2 weeks because I took so long to upload the winner. Then we're going to say Ray Brooks 229, Happy Gold B-Day. Will be the winner. But congrats, Decipher Logic. Just get a hold of me. Shoot me an email and send me an address and a name, and just confirm that it's you. And yeah, we'll get that shipped out to you. Decipher Logic, I'm gonna give you 2 weeks to get a hold of me. So you are the gold giveaway winner, and we want to get that shipped on out to you. So yeah, guys, we just dug a really small fragment you saw, and a bunch of other lead and brass shrapnel, basically. If you like that video, hit that like button, subscribe, and if you have any areas in southwestern Arizona that you want to go prospect and you want to get together, let me know. And if it doesn't happen this year, we can always plan for the future. But it just depends on what this video comes out. I'll probably be in Quartzsite, or close to the time this video comes out. We'll be heading to Quartzsite. So if you're in Quartzsite and you see this video, reach out, comment, let me know if you want to go out. Especially if you've actually found a little bit of gold somewhere. I'd even be willing to pay for the right, yeah, I'd be willing to pay to go to the right area. So, alright guys, until the next one, we'll catch you later. Peace.